Psalm 27 has always loomed large for me in my life. When I was 18, my father passed away over the summer. And so a lot of the time where I was going to daily minyan, daily communal prayer to recite the mourner's Kaddish, we were saying Psalm 27. Now, the author of Psalm 27 seems to have it all figured out, right? The Lord is my light and my help. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Whom shall I dread? I used to know that whole thing in English by heart from when I would go to minyan as a kid. I don't anymore. But it seems like the author has a lot of it figured out. Everything's going to be okay for the author of the psalm. But there seems to be some creeping doubt in there. First of all, at the very end of the psalm where we get Lule Ha'amanti, if only I could be sure. That seems to be a moment where the author is thinking, is it going to work out the way that I was promised, the way that I thought the world would work? Is it going to work out? But even earlier than that, we get this line, which maybe we can pull up onto the screen here. Verse 7, which I have found to really love and appreciate. Shema Adonai, we'll get back to that. Kol yekra v'choneni ve'aneni. Let's break this down first. Shema, listen, hear. Yod He Vav He. So when I grew up, I thought, this unpronounceable name of God, you can't pronounce it because it's so holy. If you were to pronounce it and get it right accidentally, you'd be struck by lightning and die right on the spot. I know I'm not the only one to think this because I've talked about this with enough people to know it's not just me. And it's not until later that I realized or was taught that Yud He Vav He, that name for God, shares a root with Lihiyot, to be. So even though we can't define it, the closest that we come is being. Haya, was, Hoveh, is, Yihiyeh, will be. It's something about the quality of, the isness of the universe. When I read this as a younger self, it was, I call out to the Lord. I call out because I want you to change something about my life. I call out because I think if I just say the right request in the right way, the right magic words, everything will magically be okay. So what does it mean to call out to all that is in prayer if God is not some sort of cosmic request box? In the version of the psalm that I'm going to play, in this melody that I wrote, I flipped it around because I think prayer is not the words in the Siddur. Prayer is something that happens in here. It's actually a very pandemic-friendly activity. It happens in here. And the words and the music and the mindfulness, it's all trying to get us to have an inner experience, an inner transformation. V'choneni va'aneni, there is a human need to call out to that which is beyond ourselves. And we have been blessed with an incredible language that we get to call out in, but the need comes first. Everybody says, I won't say everybody, but a lot of people will say, oh my God, when they hear bad news, when they're worried, I'm not going to go and then grill them on if they have a cogent theology or theodicy or whatnot. There's something inside of us that calls out to something that is greater. The need is first. And then how do we express that need? We call out, we use our voices. Koli ekra, my voice calls out. And only then really is it listen up, all that is. Listen up something that is outside of myself. What would it look like to imagine prayer as arising from our inner needs in our inner life? And how can this psalm and the other liturgy of the high holidays help us call out? So I'll start in this melody as a nigun and then sing it with the words, and I hope that you will join me. Ay, 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 oh, ay, 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 oh, ay, 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 I invite you to find some stability, to take a deep breath in, and just feel, what do you have to call out to the source of all that is right at this moment?